G'day guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to my AFL ladder predictions. Now in this video I'm going to be a little bit unique. I'm not going to be like every other YouTuber reacting to the actual video itself. But yeah, before we get into the video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as we are on the road to 2k subs by the end of the year. But anyway, let's get to it. Starting off with 18th, I predicted North Melbourne to finish 18th. They actually finished 17th, so that's 1 point on the board so far. To be honest, a decent start. We're nearly bang on with this North Melbourne prediction. Now, North Melbourne, they basically had the same season as last year, 3 wins total this year, and to be honest, they realistically should have only got 2 wins. Because they've got very, very good young guns, and we definitely saw that this year. Colby McKercher, Harry Sheezel, George Wardlaw, and lots of other players are very, very experienced already. And there's also the veteran experienced players as well, with Jai Simpkin, Cam Zerha, Nick Larkey, Luke McDonald. All of those players are as well just very, very good. North Melbourne are generally set to have a rise very, very soon, but I do not really see it coming in the next couple of years. They're unfortunately going to be stuck at the bottom of that ladder for quite a bit now. Now in 17th, I predicted, and I said in the video that my biggest call of the video, I put Richmond in 17th, and who would have thought that that big call would have been correct? They finished a wooden spoon. I'm 1 point off again. So far, I'm starting off absolutely amazing with these predictions. Now, Richmond, unfortunately, their season was quite bad because of their injury list. Their injuries were just really took a toll on them. They're basically like West Coast 2023. They just had a horrible year because of their injuries, and really, it is really unfortunate for them. Tim Taranto was out for like half of the season. Dusty Martin was getting old. Grimes was getting old. Pickett was getting old. The only actually decent player that I can recall of was, I'm pretty sure, at least Liam Baker. That's really the only name I got in my head. And speaking of Liam Baker, he's probably going to be coming over to the West next season. So Richmond, they're going to be impacted a lot next season. Who knows? They probably might even win the Wooden Spoon next year as well. Now 16th, this might be nearly one of my worst predictions of the video. Got Essendon. I predicted Essendon 16th. They actually finished 11th. That's 5 points on the board. Essendon, they would have even finished in the top 3 or something if they just didn't have a huge fall off throughout after their bye, because they were in the I'm pretty sure they were second at one point, Essendon, and they just absolutely took a huge fall off the ladder. If they finished second, that would have been 14 points added onto the board for me, and that would have been horrible in this case. Essendon, they had great stars out there. Zach Merritt was great this year. Kyle Langford, bang on with his accuracy. And honestly, yeah, Essendon, they realistically shouldn't have had a fall off after their bye, and somehow they randomly did. I don't even know how. Now, in 15th, I predicted Fremantle to finish 15th, and they actually finished 10th. That's another 10 points, 5 points, on the board. Now, Fremantle, they would have also made the 8 as well. They were in the top 4 at one stage as well, and then they hit a huge fall off. And to be honest, they would have made finals if they didn't lose to Carlton in round 4 gather round. And to be honest, they really should have won that. It was a robbery, to be honest. Fremantle, they got a deadly side. Fremantle got a deadly side, and they should have seen it coming. Josh Tracy outstanding here. Jai Amos kicking lots of goals again. Their backline, Luke Ryan, Alex Pearce, Brennan Cox is just absolutely unstoppable, and their midfield is even better. Sarong, Young, Brayshaw, Sharp, they're all so good, and their ruckmans as well, Luke Jackson and Sean Darcy, they're just absolutely amazing. Now 14th, I've got the West Coast Eagles, but they actually finished 16th. I knew they were going to rise, but I didn't know they weren't going to rise too much. I thought they were going to rise a little bit because of that Harley Reid, and to be honest, Harley Reid was an absolute star this whole year. He was definitely living up to the hype that everyone hyped him up before the season. But yeah, West Coast, I predicted them 14th, and to be honest, I realistically should have got 14th. There was a couple games where I reckon they should have won, and a couple games where I reckon, yeah, it could have maybe changed our whole winning sort of area. But yeah, West Coast, we had a great season overall, and to be honest, I have to give ourselves a clap for that. Our season was absolutely amazing, and next season could be even better, especially with our draft period recruits and all that. Now, in 13th, this has to be my worst call yet. Got Geelong finishing 13th. They actually finished 3rd. That's actually 10 points onto the board. That is horrible. That actually might be the worst call of the video. That is just horrible. I'm pretty sure in the video I mentioned how the veterans are getting old, so they're not going to have too much good skill out there on the field. Well, I was completely wrong. Patrick Dangerfield is still an absolutely amazing player. Jeremy Cameron, although he's getting old, he's getting close to his retirement age, he's still kicking bags. He kicked 9 goals against West Coast in the final round of the season. And you also got Zach Tui, who finished on a high with a 93-point win to West Coast. Geelong as well. They went into the prelim final. And yeah, genuinely, I don't know why I thought that Geelong would finish out of the 8. And to be honest, now that I see, there's also young guns as well. You got Ollie Dempsey, who won the Rising Star, but let's be honest here, he wouldn't have won the Rising Star if only the tribunal didn't suspend Harley Reid and Sam Darcy. Now in 12th, I predicted the Western Bulldogs, and they actually finished 6th. That's 6 points added to the tally. Now the Western Bulldogs, they actually, I don't know why, what I mentioned there, I don't know why I put them in 12th, but they had a great season this year. Usually it is Marcus Bontempelli that always runs that Western Bulldogs team, but this year there was multiple players that ran that Western Bulldogs team. You got Bailey Dale in that backline. He was an absolute star in that backline this year, as well as Liam Jones. That midfield, in my opinion, was ran by good old Adam Treloar and also Marcus Bontempelli, but Adam Treloar had a better season than Marcus Bontempelli, in my opinion, and it definitely showed that in the Brownlow votes. Ugle-Hagan, you got Aaron Norton, and you also got that amazing young star, Sam Darcy, who kicked 7 goals against North Melbourne. But let's just say, anyone could kick 7 goals on Melbourne, let's be honest. Now, in 11th, I predicted the Hawthorn Hawks. Now, I saw people saying Hawthorn would finish a little bit below 11th, but I was like, they've got a good side, they've got good recruits. I reckon they could do quite a bit of damage to teams this year. Didn't know they would do that much damage. They got into the 8 in the end. But I'm proud of this, to be honest. With a huge call like this, I'm very proud of it. Hawthorn, they just stepped up midway through the year. Honestly, I don't know how they made the 8, but they're just an amazing side to watch. Generally, they've definitely just a side to watch. Generally, I reckon in 2028 they could maybe get into a grand final if they continue how they did this year. They're just an absolutely amazing team, and they're young guns as well. They've just got amazing behaviour as well. They're just elite. Hawthorns are elite. Now in 10th, I predicted the Gold Coast Suns. And they actually finished 13th, and the only reason why they finished 13th, all I can say here is they can't win away from home. They only lost 2 games at home, and they lost every single game other than 1 away from home, which is honestly embarrassing for the Gold Coast Suns, really embarrassing. Matt Rowell is really the only star that the Gold Coast Suns had, and also I could also say Jack Lukosius and also Ben King. Ben King being high up there on the Coleman medal leaderboard. Now in 9th, I don't know why I put this team here, but I have Sydney Swans in 9th. I don't know why, but I just randomly was like, Crom might want to get revenge, so I made Sydney slide out of the 8. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking there, but they're the minor premiers. They had a great season overall. That's 9 points on the tally, I believe. But yeah, Sydney, what can we say about Sydney? Sydney, just, in my opinion, they were outstanding this whole year. Brody Grundy's found his love for the sport again. Taylor Adams is a great player. Unfortunately, didn't play in that grand final. Callum Mills, Isaac Heaney. Isaac Heaney was robbed off the Brownlow this year because he got suspended for just pushing away a player, because the player was getting, in my opinion, too kind of close into his personal space. Like, Isaac Heaney had the right to shove him there. But yeah, Sydney, they had a great year overall, and I can't really say anything more about that. Now, moving into the top 8, I have the Adelaide Crows finishing 8th. They actually finished 15th. Now, I don't really know what to say I don't know what to say about the Adelaide Crows finishing 15th, but the only words I can say is they suck now. Rory Laird is really the only player I can name right now. They're just, I don't even know what to say there. But they do got decent recruits coming in. Alex Neil-Bullen has just been traded over to the Adelaide Crows, and yeah, honestly, this Adelaide could be stacked next year, who knows. Now, in the 7th spot, I had the Melbourne Demons. They actually finished 14th, so that's another 7 points added onto the tally. Now, Melbourne, let's just say Christian Petrarca's injury did definitely have a toll on them. Christian Petrarca got injured, I think it was after the West Coast Eagles Melbourne game, and yeah, realistically, that really definitely put a toll on them. Clayton Oliver barely had any game time, to be honest. He's trying to find a way out of Melbourne as well at the moment. But so Jack Viney really had to step up in that midfield, and he definitely did. He got the best and fairest, for God's sakes. They got really good young stars, and that's all I can really say. I don't really know the young stars. All I know is that I've watched some of the games, and they are really, really good, they're young stars. Now, in 6th, I have Port Adelaide Power. They actually finished 2nd. That's 4 points off. To be honest, not really too bad. I thought they were going to drop a little bit, but they generally just rise. That's all they really did. Willie Rioli had a standout season, to be honest. Really, in my opinion, was his career best season. Zach Butters, 3rd on the Brownlow medal. 3rd on the Brownlow count. 29 votes to his name. Connor Rozee had quite a few votes as well. So did Jason Horne-Francis. Jordan Sweet is a great recruit as a ruckman. He was a great recruit, and he's honestly, maybe, in my opinion, maybe one of the reasons why Port Adelaide are doing so good, to be honest. And generally, he's an amazing ruck. I wish West Coast pulled him out. Now, in 5th, I predicted, this is a bad one here, St Kilda. I predicted St Kilda 5th. They actually finished 12th. I've seen people's reacting to latter predictions. They actually got St Kilda right bang on the dot, which I'm genuinely confused about, because St Kilda were looking to be a huge finals chance. Like, UCAT had them going into a grand final. But yeah, like, St Kilda, I don't even know what happened to them. Max King, there was just news that broke out, so Max King signing until 2032. You got Mateus Filippo. I didn't really hear his name too much this year. Jack Steele, Jack Sinclair, yet again having an amazing year. Jack Higgins, towards the end, late into the end of the season, really had a great impact, especially getting that win against Carlton. That should have been a goal of the year, to be honest. That should have been a goal of the year, to be honest. But yeah, I had St Kilda 5th. They actually finished 12th. I'm not really too proud of that. Now, in 4th, I predicted the Brisbane Lions, and they actually finished 5th. I'm so close. I keep getting so close to these good ones. Brisbane Lions, they ended up winning the premiership at the end of the season. A great effort by Brisbane to win the premiership from 5th. Lachie Neale had a great season. Will Ashcroft, after last season, ending his season with an ACL injury, to going all the way to win a Norm Smith medal this year. Just absolutely incredible for the young man in Will Ashcroft. Next year, Levi Ashcroft will be joining the Brisbane Lions, probably with a father-son deal. And yeah, genuinely, Brisbane could maybe go back-to-back. Who knows? Let's just see whoever they can pull out in this trade period. In 3rd, I predicted GWS Giants, and they actually finished 4th. Yet again, I'm nearly bang on with this prediction. Nearly bang on. 1 point off. GWS, they've got a dangerous forward line. You got your Aaron Cadman, Jesse Ogan, the Coleman medalist of 2024. Your small forwards, Toby Green. Your also other small forwards, underrated ones as well. Brent Daniels and Darcy Jones. Their forward line is absolutely stacked, and the midfield could be even better as well. Callan Ward in that midfield. Tom Green high up there on that Brownlow medal count early in the count. James Peatling as well. James Peatling was definitely in the mix, and to be honest, James Peatling was a great player this year. I can't lie even more. GWS, I'm pretty sure in the early latter predictions I predicted them to win the grand final. They obviously didn't predict them to win the grand final in my actual one, but yeah, GWS, they could be winning a flag next year. Their side is starting to look dangerous. Now, in 2nd, I predicted the Collingwood Magpies, and they actually finished 9th on the ladder. That's 7 points the difference. Collingwood, oh, what can we say about Collingwood? Collingwood, I should have known that there's such things called premiership hangovers. Their recruits, Lachie Schultz, didn't really do any good work, to be honest. Their loss of Jack Ginnivan really hurt. Jack Ginnivan was a huge asset to them, in my opinion. Yeah, every player really had a mediocre season. Nick Dacos, though, yet again, an outstanding season. Realistically, should have been a little bit more high up there on that Brownlow count. He ended up with 38. Cripps should have had a little bit less, in my opinion. He got 3 votes for a 19 disposal game. It's crazy. And first, I predicted the Carlton Blues, and they actually finished 8th on the ladder. Now Carlton, oh my god, I don't know. They just fell off this year. They just fell off this year. They had a great season last year, and now they just fell off this year. To be honest, their injuries ruined them in the last part of their season. They had what, 7 injuries in after round. They got 7 injuries against Hawthorn, which is absolutely insane. It's just really sorry for them. Next year, their season could be overran by injuries as well. And they do got some great pickups as well, but there also can be some greats leaving the club as well, which is going to be unfortunate for Carlton. But they still got a very, very good side, Carlton, and to be honest, they could be going to the finals again soon, but who bloody knows? Who bloody knows? Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys want to see a medal predictions reaction, make sure you comment down below if you want to see a medal predictions reaction. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.